Alright folks, this is Pokey Do Right, and I have decided to drag this little baby here out. It's a Champion 1200 watt generator. It was bought in I think it was June of 2007, so that would make it about 6 years old. We use these out on job sites. I rent these out. I rented them out for $61 a day with a big light tower. The light tower was 34 feet tall, stood up on the back of a trailer, and these little generators ran a whole bunch of big lights. They were all fluorescents, but they were all these big, curly Q fluorescents, 85 watts with a mogul base, and they put out about 425 watts of light. And we put these out on oil fields and large construction sites. And I got tired of paying for Generacs and Home Lights and all these other brands that died after about 600 hours of use. And a guy says, hey dude, give this a try. I bought my first 3 of these for $99 a piece, and I run the hell out of them. These had hour meters on them. This is a retired one. Its hour meter was clipped on right down here, and this thing has been sitting now for about a little over a year. I put just a tablespoon of Stay-Bill, which probably wasn't enough, and a little over a half a tank of fuel. And a lot of the fuel apparently is, oh God, that stinks. A lot of the fuel has apparently evaporated. And as you can see by the gauge, it used to be almost to the halfway mark. And figured I'd get it back out and use it again later. Because it still runs just fine. It's just we don't want to leave them on job sites. It's just way too many hours on it. You don't want to rent this out. These little Champions right here, I run them on either Royal Purple or Valvoline synthetic, pure synthetics, and you get a lot of hours, man. I mean, like I said, I was averaging 600 or 800 hours max on a Generac or a Home Light or a Troy Bill. Anything with a Briggs & Stratton motor, a sucker was just deader than shit after about 600 or 800 hours. Even with the Honda motors, I got 1,000 hours out of a Honda EM 1600. And it literally caught fire on the job site when we can't bring that back. But these will fit in the metal container that's fireproof with a big blower on them. And they run the blower too, believe it or not. It's just a radiator fan that runs off of this 12 volt 10 amp cycle or circuit right here. And when it's running, there's a thermostat that we just stick the little click relay thermostats down here on the bottom of the oil pan or the bottom of the engine, and they kick it on and off, and it just sucks air, runs them cooler. But running it on a synthetic oil and treating them right, they seem to last forever. But this one here's got over 4,000 hours on it. I've got one that's actually sold to a kid here recently, had 4,900 hours on it, and he just wanted it. I gave them to him for 10 bucks. But this one right here, it's been sitting since I think the paper she pulled up said we parked this one around May 1st of last year before the summer season, and it hasn't been touched. So we're going to get hell, fuel's still on it. There's a choke. We're going to fire her up. They're notorious for firing up easy. So let me give it a couple of pull primes, just real slow pull primes. Okay, let's get a little bit of fuel in the cylinder, and then power her up, and let's try her out. Ooh, she almost started. Try her again. That's a hell of a lot safer for a generator after sitting for a year. Probably should have checked her oil, but I'm pretty sure he made sure she was full. Can y'all hear how loud that is? I mean, I can snap my fingers as loud as that's running. So let's see here. I'm gonna plug this baby in. I'll give it a second to run. And this here is a Chicago Electric, Harbor Freight Tools, 5 5/8 of a horsepower, I think. 4.5 amps, 120 volt. So let's see, 4.5, that's about 500 watts. So it's a 500 watt hit we're going to hit it with. And let's give it another second here. I don't want to hit that thing until it's warmed up a little bit. But after sitting for over a year, you would expect worse out of it. But you can look and see all the cobwebs. There's a lot of cobwebs in there. It's been sitting for a minute. It's just covered in cobwebs. So let's give it a shot. Time up on the stalling. No more stalling. There's no movement there. Look at that baby. Voltage is excellent. Running about 131 volts. That's good. Extra voltage, actually, it makes it to where these tools run better. You can run 160 volts on one of these. They actually perform better and run cooler. Volts go up, amps go down. So less amps means less heat. So there you go, guys. Let me let her sit for a second. I'll shut her off. As you notice now, that son of a bitch sat all that time. She didn't even smoke. Listen to her running. She ain't hitting or missing. She running like a dream. I think I got a bolt missing though. I got a bolt missing here. But that's 4,000 hours. Some of these are loose. You listen to that compression. That thing still got perfect compression. I bet I could test it and it still have 90 to 1 or 90 pounds in her. That's what they are stock, is 90 to 100. All right, guys, Pokey Do Right, giving you an update on a impossibly high quality item here.